What's up guys, this is Muhab, and in this video we'll be talking about Elon Musk's tweet regarding Tesla that he tweeted on the 1st of May 2020, where he wrote, quote, "Tesla stock price is too high in my opinion," end quote. First, we're going to try to understand why did he write about Tesla. Then we're going to discuss other people's opinion regarding what he tweeted, including Jeremy from Financial Education and CNBC. Then finally, I'm going to give my opinion about the current situation and whether I'll be selling my Tesla stocks or not. First, let's start with the consequences. So after Elon Musk tweeted what he tweeted regarding Tesla, a few minutes later, shares of Tesla dropped as much as 12% on Friday, wiping more than $10 billion worth of market cap. It's really insane when you see a CEO trying to drop the price of his stock, even though his compensation and bonuses that he gets are related to the stock price. So as the stock price goes higher, the CEO in general in any company, including Tesla, makes more money. So writing something like that to drop the price of the stock isn't really great for him, or at least it shows that he doesn't really care about the compensation or money. But it's not even great for the shareholders who are invested in the company. And when you look at the replies to his tweet, I don't see any positive replies, either jokes or some shareholders that are really mad regarding the drop in price. Now, it's really not set on stone on why he wrote these tweets or whether his account got hacked or not. Nothing is still set. We're going to see in the future what's going to happen regarding that. But to be honest, I don't really think that Elon Musk's account got hacked, because he usually tweets some weird stuff on Twitter. Like just a few hours ago, he tweeted that Minecraft has amazing legs. So he just tweets some random stuff. And even in the same day where he wrote about Tesla, he wrote stuff like, "Now give people back their freedom," or "the land of the free and the home of the brave," some quotes from the national anthem of the US, and just some random stuff. He even wrote down that his girlfriend is mad at him. So just some random stuff. But the Tesla's tweet is the one that got the most attention because it affected other people, which are the shareholders and the investors. That's not the first time Elon Musk tweets something controversial. Back in April of 2018, Elon Musk tweeted that he's going to take Tesla private at $420 price, and that pumped the stock price to go higher, which resulted in the SEC to sue Musk for fraud because there was nothing set on stone. He mentioned later that he was negotiating with Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund and felt confident that the funding would come through at his proposed price of $420 per share. However, it wasn't really confirmed, even though he wrote on Twitter that funding was secured. So as I've mentioned before, that led into the SEC suing Musk for fraud. In addition to that, he got dropped from Tesla's board, and finally he got fined $40 million. So it's not really a joke when it comes to trying to either pump the stock up or, weirdly enough, dropping the stock down, which is the first time I see a CEO doing something like that. Like, usually see CEOs trying to pump the stock price up, which leads to problems with the SEC with them. However, someone who's trying to drop the stock price, I think that's the first time that something like this happens. And the SEC said that there's still no comments from them. However, they usually don't comment immediately. So we need to wait to see what's going to happen to Elon Musk regarding the tweet and whether he's going to get into problems or not. Worst case scenario, Elon Musk could be forced to resign by the SEC from being a Tesla CEO. And if that happened, a lot of complications is going to happen, and that's going to lead for the stock price to drop even further. Because many people are investors in Tesla just because Elon Musk is the CEO of the company and they believe in his vision. So not a lot of investors in Tesla, or at least some of Tesla's investors, they're literally just buying the stock because of Elon Musk and because they believe in the company, but they don't necessarily know how to read financial sheets or know how to evaluate stocks and companies in general. And if Elon Musk resigns, then there's a good chance they're going to sell their stocks. In addition to that, Elon Musk himself is charismatic and he's helping the company in terms of marketing. So even though the company doesn't pay money when it comes to marketing, Elon Musk has more than 33 million followers on Twitter. So when he writes anything about Tesla, hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions, see the tweets. So that's literally free marketing for Tesla. So if they lost Elon Musk as a CEO, then they'll probably lose that sort of marketing. And that's just one example. There's no doubt they're going to lose a genius CEO. They're going to lose a person who knows how to easily raise money for the company, in addition to many other good traits that Elon Musk has. So if the worst case scenario happened and Elon Musk resigned as the CEO of Tesla, it's not going to be good, at least in the short term. When Elon Musk tweeted about potentially taking Tesla private, the SEC has set a team to monitor Elon Musk's tweet before he tweets them. However, it wasn't really sort of active way of checking the tweets, so it doesn't go through that group of people and then to Twitter. He simply, according to one of his interviews, he mentioned that he just sends them the tweet that he thinks is controversial, and he said that there are going to be a lot of mistakes. So that might be one of the mistakes, although it's really obvious that if you're gonna write something like that, it should go through the team, but possibly he could have just ignored the team and just posted the tweet, and that could lead him into even more problems. So that's why, since the SEC still has not commented, we still don't know what's gonna happen. However, if he really didn't pass that tweet through the team, which is the most probable scenario, assuming he's the one who wrote these tweets, then it could literally lead him to a lot of problems, and the worst case scenario seems more likely. So we can't really comment now regarding what's going to happen to Elon Musk, but it doesn't seem so good in my opinion. Now let's talk more about other people's opinion regarding what Elon Musk tweeted. I really wanted to take my time making this video because I wanted to see other people's opinion and comment on them, then give my final opinion. First, let's start with CNBC's opinion. So according to CNBC, there is nothing good regarding what he tweeted because of the reasons that we mentioned earlier. So it's bad for the shareholders, it's bad for the company, and it's bad for the CEO himself. On the other hand, Jeremy from Financial Education talked more about whether the stock is really overvalued or not. So he started comparing it to other stocks like Amazon, Spotify, etc. And he concluded that even though the stock is priced at a premium, the stock growth justifies its price. Jeremy didn't really talk much about why did he write these tweets compared to whether what he wrote is actually true or not. He mentioned that CEOs in general don't know how to evaluate companies. It's not their job to evaluate their company and other companies in general. So he mentioned that CEOs are good at growing the company, taking more of the market share, trying to make more profits. However, when it comes to evaluating the companies, it's not their job. He mentioned that the only CEO that is really good at evaluating companies is the great Warren Buffett. So to conclude, CNBC believes that there is no good of what Elon Musk wrote. It's bad for the company, for himself, and for the shareholders. While on the other hand, Jeremy believes what Elon Musk wrote is not true, and he believes that its current stock price is actually justified for the growth that it's going to foresee in the future. Finally, I would like to give my opinion regarding Elon Musk's tweet, and I would like to say whether I'm going to sell my Tesla stocks or not. First, there is no doubt that what he wrote was extremely disadvantageous for the shareholders. A lot of money got wiped out, but at this point I'm just repeating myself. So I would like to look at the positive sides of things. Is there anything positive regarding tweeting what Elon Musk has tweeted? Well, there's one thing: marketing. So as you know, Tesla does not pay a dime when it comes to digital or conventional advertising. Its only sort of advertising is word of mouth and, well, Twitter. When Elon Musk tweets something controversial like this, a lot of people are going to look at it, a lot of people are going to hear about it, and a lot of people are going to hear about Tesla. And that's a source of advertising. Even though it's bad advertising or bad publicity, it's still publicity, and that's still going to be helpful for the company. A lot of people are going to hear about it, and a lot of people know that Elon Musk's tweets are controversial, and even though a lot of people relate it to the company, it doesn't necessarily relate to the company in a core way or an essential way. So his tweets doesn't really affect manufacturing or production. However, these controversial tweets still make people hear more about the company, and it improves its publicity. Now the real question is whether I'll be selling my Tesla stocks or not. The answer is yes and no. Let's start with a yes. I've been selling my Tesla stocks or part of it at the price of $800-ish because the position of Tesla stock has grown so large that it was dominating my portfolio, and I really didn't want a volatile stock like Tesla to dominate my portfolio. So I sold a bit of my Tesla stocks because I've been up more than 200% now, and I decided to gather some profits. I've talked more in details why I trimmed my position in Tesla in my top 3 stocks that I'm going to buy and hold forever video. I'll make sure to leave the video link in the description below and at the end of the video. Trust me, like 70% of the video was me talking about Tesla because of a few important things that I wanted to tell my followers on eToro and my followers on YouTube. However, bear in mind that I still own Tesla shares and I do believe in the company, and I'll probably own these shares for at least 3 to 5 years from now, and we're going to see 5 years from now how much the stock price is going to be worth. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. This is Muhab Hasan and I'm signing out.